Today I'm going to be breaking down the top 3 easiest strategies you could use here at Townhall 14 to 3-star any base. So the first strategy we're going to be jumping in to break down today is going to be DragBat. Now this is a very common strategy used at these lower town halls because it is super powerful and it's a very simple concept. What you're looking to do here is use your dragons and your heroes to take down as many of those splash damage buildings as you possibly can. So identifying those mainly consists of, first of all, where are those scatter shots? Those of course can take out your bats very simply. Also, if there is any multi-target infernos, typically if you see 3 singles like we're seeing right here, you're going to come in with DragBat because basically not having those multis is a big gimme that you can definitely come in with DragBat. Next up, those wizard towers. Those are going to be pretty pesky for those bats as well, and other than that you should have pretty much free reign through the base as long as you're able to clear out that town hall. When it comes to equipment, King going to be rolling those earthquake boots and the rage gem, Queen with the giant arrow and the healer puppet, Grand Warden going to be coming in with of course the eternal tome and that rage gem, and the royal champion with the seeking shield and that hog rider puppet. So let's go ahead and we will take a look at this one. First things first, we're going to be using that queen and her giant arrow ability. That is going to shoot that giant arrow all the way through the base, able to take down not only 1 but 2 of those air defenses, which is absolutely perfect for us. Hopefully our king should be able to go in and grab this other one. We are then going to set up the funnel on the opposite side of the base, you'll see here, with a baby dragon and an electro dragon. Those are going to come in, get a little bit of value and help to funnel those dragons directly into the core of the base. Now we already have our blimp flying all the way through. Its job is going to of course be to clear out that town hall. Queen, we're just going to let her do her thing up on that top section. Of course her ability has already gone, but hopefully with the help of that unicorn and those healers she should be able to stay alive for a decent bit of time. Going to come in with that eternal tome ability right there, allowing that blimp to get all the way through into that town hall compartment. We do see a tornado trap right there, but that is going to be no problem at all for us. Dropping down that poison spell just to help deal with those clan castle troops, and those yetis that come out of that blimp are going to be able to help clear out that town hall. Now over here on that right hand side we have seen our king's ability popping off right there, opening up all of those wall compartments. And when it does come to the king on this strategy, rather than the rage vial for him, you potentially can also bring a spiky ball if you have got it unlocked. The spiky ball definitely very strong down here at these lower town halls. But continuing on, Yetis are going to snipe off that town hall for us, which is perfect because our dragons weren't even in range yet. Continuing on this one, we're actually now going to come in with this thing called a bat bomb. So typically in these DragBat attacks you might see a bat wave. That's going to start from one side of the base and kind of do a wave over, but a bat bomb is going to go straight on to a defense. And if I can somehow click on this scatter shot, which I'm struggling to because there's so many bats in there, but basically there's a small ring around the scatter shot that it's not actually able to shoot, very much like the Eagle Artillery, and those bats are able to be dropped right down in that and they can go and start one-shotting some of those defenses, helping us get through the single target Inferno on the back end nice and quickly. A couple more singles, of course we have the sweeper and that enemy queen in there as well, so we're definitely going to get them down as quickly as we can. Royal Champion still with her ability in hand, 3 free spells. Those free spells of course are going to be used if there's any splash damage defenses left up that potentially could hurt those bats, but this one, well, do I really need to say anything? You can see how many dragons we've got left up, all of those bats, we've got multiple heroes. DragBat here at Townhall 14 is insanely strong. And the second easy strategy at Townhall 14 is going to be the Yetis and the super archers. Now this is definitely one of my favorite strategies because it's so simple to execute and it really doesn't take much skill at all. You're going to be coming in 10 Yetis, 10 super archers, a log launcher, and of course all of your heroes. When it comes to abilities, we're going to be looking pretty much the same. We'll see the invisibility vial coming in on this one, but that is the only difference when it comes to equipment. So let's jump in. Now we're going to go opposite town hall side here because we want to get that log launcher as much value as possible. Kicking off the funnel, we've got 1 Yeti and a super archer coming in on either side. Those are just going to be used to snipe off a couple of buildings. We're then going to come straight in with the rest of our Yetis, the log launcher, all of our heroes. Now, you might want to take your time sometimes on these troops just so they don't wander around the base, but we're then going to come in with that double earthquake spell. Now, typically we're going to see 4 earthquake spells coming in to open up wall sections, but because we have that log launcher, basically what we used it for was to weaken a portion of the base so the logs are able to get through it a little bit quicker. We can then use that other one in the core right there, and you'll see again those logs are going to be able to open up those wall sections just that little bit faster, allowing our Yetis and super archers right into the core of the base. Now, of course, we had those healers that did come off of our healer puppet from the queen. If we do want to try and protect our Yetis and super archers, we definitely want to make sure we try to keep those healers raged up. Now, you'll see King's ability, of course, goes off there on the back end. When that log launcher has died, you might struggle to get through some of the wall compartments on the back end. So the King's ability, those earthquake boots, are absolutely spot on when it comes to opening up those back end wall compartments. It's going to give you huge access, and typically it's going to allow you to get into that town hall compartment if you have gone from the opposite side. Getting held up a little bit there by the tornado trap. We have the queen over there to that left hand side, unfortunately struggling against a Tesla farm, but we do of course have that royal champion still doing some work as well. A couple of Yetis stalled up on the walls, that's no problem at all for us. Grand Warden still going strong, of course that Rage Vial doing a brilliant job helping to keep those troops raged up and doing maximum damage. There is that royal champion's ability. She's going to continue pushing on through. She now has a group of hog riders going to be helping her out on this one. We actually ended up raging up our queen and the unicorn just to bring up her HP as well, and this one going to finish up as a 3-star. So this probably one of the easiest strategies you'll see at Town Hall 14, as the title of this video would suggest, because all you're doing is spamming in those troops, letting the Yetis do their thing, letting those super archers do their thing, using your hero abilities as and when you need them, and typically you are going to be bringing in lots of 3-stars. So if you are enjoying these types of videos here on my channel, The Barracks, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to us. We have been growing pretty steadily since we started back in January, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you of course subscribe to us. But let's jump in and take a look at the third and final easiest strategy here at Town Hall 14. And last but not least, it's going to be those Inferno Dragons. They are insanely strong here at Town Hall 14, and honestly it doesn't take much skill at all to 3-star with them. What we're going to be starting off with is looking to grab some value from our giant arrow on the queen. Typically we're going to try and take down an air sweeper in the core of the base so it's not pushing all of our Inferno Dragons back. So let's see if we're going to be able to snipe it off right here. Perfect. Queen's going to come in that left hand side. We also are able to catch an air defense over there. Unfortunately we couldn't quite catch this one, but we are able to get the air defense that was in here, and of course that sweeper that was in the core. We're then going to get a couple of Inferno Dragons coming in from this top section of the base. We actually use a bat spell up there to do a little bit of tanking there for that air defense, using that Eternal Tome ability nice and early on. We of course have that Rage Gem again coming in from the Grand Warden. That's going to help our troops push all the way through into the core and allow that blimp to get in there. I would assume again we're going to see the Yetis coming out. No, it's going to be a balloon blimp coming out right there. Those are going to get through the town hall nice and quickly. We do see the earthquake boots again opening up that compartment on the left hand side, allowing our queen in there to take down that scatter shot. Now you'll see we are using bat and skeleton spells here to help ourselves tank for these back end defenses, for things like single target infernos, for scatter shots, even for air defenses, because we're looking try to protect our balloons and our Inferno Dragons as we make some progress through this base. Now unfortunately we do end up luring out those triple ice golems from the clan castle because our queen did wander into the inside of this one, but so far looking very strong. Even as our troops do start to peter out, it's not the end of the world because we still have multiple free spells. We have a rage spell as well that's going to help us get through this enemy king right there. Our royal champion still with ability in hand, definitely going to be pivotal on the back end of this one. Slightly closer than some of the other ones we have seen today, but still very viable. You just need to make sure you're using your spells as and when you need them, protecting those Inferno Dragons as they make their way through the core. Important that you use that Queen's ability at the start as well to take down one of the sweepers, so it's not going to be blowing your Inferno Dragons back. But this one, is, of course, a 3-star. Just like the other ones, this is super strong here at Townhall 14. So let me know down in the comments which one of these 3 strategies do you think you are going to be bringing into war, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.